Guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. Guys, today's video is going to be an Atlas Culvert Shelter with a generator pod. Now, stupidly enough, I'm going to show this video, but it's going to give away a lot of intellectual property. But I'll look at it this way, guys. If I can give some advice to some people who make bunkers, or those who are going to make them themselves, how to do it right, and lives will be saved, that I'm going to start giving away intellectual property and things that I do that take zero risk or put your lives at zero risk, okay? So that's what today's video is going to be about. But coming up, I'm getting ready to do the videos I've been waiting for. Videos about the best way to bug out of Los Angeles. In this video here, you're seeing my Rokon, which is a two-wheel drive motorcycle, my Motoped, which is a bug out cycle, the Bikeberry, which is a bicycle with a 4-stroke motor on it, the Swiss Army bike, a good old Huffy, and the Montebello paratrooper, even down to the good old skateboard. What way is the best way to bug out of a major city like Los Angeles or New York? In future videos, we're going to be covering all these bikes and more to come. Also, I want to say a shout out to Jeffrey in Missouri. I'll look forward to doing your gun bunker, and 1,200 guns, that's going to make one hell of a picture. So Jeffrey, thanks for calling me. So guys, sit back and enjoy the video today because it's only about 10 minutes long, but it's a very detailed, complete walkthrough through an Atlas Culvert Shelter showing all the details of a generator pod, both inside and out, down to the valves, the air pipes, pretty much every damn thing you can have on one of these generator pods. But guys, I'll see you at the end of the video. Guys, so what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you some intellectual property that's pretty important to me. But you know what? In the light of things, maybe I should let some secrets out because it might save some lives. I don't want to see any more people getting hurt in bunkers because they don't have enough common sense to do it right. So I'm going to show you a properly engineered generator room, unlike what I've seen in some other people's shelters. But this is a 10 by 33 foot shelter, got a bathroom and a shower. So what you do is you would go out of your shelter into the mudroom, and you have this gas tight door that will keep out gases, carbon monoxide. We're in the mudroom. We would open the door to the generator pod, which is this right here. So we go ahead and open it up. And this room is a 10-foot long, 84-inch diameter culvert, the same size as the mudroom.
This is a generator room.
This is a generator room?
The problem with this generator room is I can't really use it the way it's designed because there's no intake valve for oxygen.
So this one's getting ready to ship out, so that's why the battery's on its side. But this is what's inside there in this particular one. This has got an Onan 8 kW silent running diesel generator, and sitting below it is a 100-gallon diesel fuel tank. So let me show you how it's connected. What we did is we did a little fitting there and got 2 gas lines that run up to the generator, and it just sucks the fuel from below it. Now, there's a lot of room in here. So this is the way it works. You got a 6-inch air intake, a 6-inch air intake over here. The air is being forced in from the bunker, and then the excess air is going out there. The diesel generator has its own little special exhaust. Okay, and I'm going to show you in detail. So the exhaust is being pushed down into a manifold, and then it's being forced out into a larger pipe, so there's not going to be any backwash. So that is how the diesel generator works. It doesn't put carbon monoxide in the generator room. It's pumped right out, so you can come into your bunker or the generator room when we're under attack, and you can actually just lock yourself in this room, as I've done right now. These lights that I'm using in here right now, these are magnetic lights, so you can grab them and you can move them around. They work really good. These things are great. So I got a couple of these in here. But, and what happens is this battery that's right here, This will stand up, and the panel that operates the solar generator will attach right here. So let me go ahead and open the door. There we go. Okay, so I got the door open now. So, so this is the generator pod in most of the Atlas shelters. This is a $10,000 add-on for the actual generator pod. Then of course you got the cost of the generator, which is about $9,000, the fuel tank, which is a few hundred. That battery right there is about a $9,000 battery. So this room all collectively is about a $30,000 upgrade to have a complete underground diesel generator with a giant lithium battery that's massive. That thing weighs like 500 pounds. And to be able to power your generator without having any signature on the surface. So I'll go back through the bunker. I'll make this a pretty good video for you guys. So this would be it's boarded off, but this is how you enter and exit the shelter. Then you go into the bunker here, and this has a flushing toilet, and it has a walk-in shower. Now, it's actually a step-down shower. So the way it works is you step down in here, and look at the shower head. It's like, it's at 6 feet 3 inches tall. And over there, that's your toilet. Look how wide the space is. So it's not very confined. You got a lot of room, a lot of elbow room. This thing right here is your overpressure blast off. What it does is, when the air's building up in the shelter, it opens up and it lifts air out. And when it's letting the air out, because the air system has to be running for the generator to be running, and what it does, it lifts the air out and it feeds the generator. And if a blast goes off, what happens, this will go like that. And it's like the eardrum in your head, it will close. And this is why it's called an overpressure blast valve. And this is rated for 30 PSI, or 2 bars of pressure, which basically is about 1.5 miles to 2 miles from ground zero of like 100 kiloton nuclear bomb. So bombs are rated by the height and the amount of kilotons they have, the largest being like a 1 megaton realistically that would be used, but the Russians actually have 100 megaton, which would basically it could almost take out a freaking state, it's so big. But I'll show you more of the shelter here. So this particular shelter is a 10 by 33. It's got 2 bunks in it, and there's storage underneath it. It's got a nice desk over here. It's got a 6-foot desk, and that's where you put your monitor and your computer, and you can have 3 chairs in here. So you can come in here and sit down and eat. This has an entertainment center. You'll have a fridge and a microwave right there. And we always supply you with these nice leather couches. It's an option, you can pick out whatever you want, but these actually recline as well. So they got a little handle over here. Pull this little handle here. You see that? And the couch is out. So they're very comfortable. So you can sit there and watch a 42-inch big screen TV, have your microwave over your refrigerator. Then in the sink area, we have the reverse osmosis water system. And we put this in pretty much all these type of shelters. You get a large shelter from me, you're gonna have everything that I'm showing you today. And as far as the storage goes, put that back down. This shelter has storage all the way underneath it. So all you have to do is lift up this handle right here, like that. And you have storage underneath the floor. And it's 3 foot of storage, so you can get a 55-gallon water barrel down there, one of those blue ones. And you'll have just plenty of storage in here. Now this one here has a master bedroom, and what we do is we even put a door leading back to the master bedroom. And then the access panel is right here on the side, because in the middle of the floor, you've got a queen size bed. And this room is literally almost all bed. At the foot of the bed is enough room for your carbon filter, but a lot of the bedrooms we do are 14 feet long. This one's only 10 feet long, but they wanted to get a master in here. And this is your NBC air filtration system. This is a VA 150 from Andair. To turn it on, all you do is hit the switch. And that's all the sound that it makes right there. Now this one is high tech. It has adjustable airflow. So if you turn this thing right here, it will adjust it right there. So you can actually adjust the airflow. And the good thing about this particular air system is if you lose the power, it have a very easy manual crank. So I'm going to turn it off, pretend that the power went off. You grab the manual crank, which is this thing right here. I'm doing this with one hand too, because I'm holding my iPhone with the other hand. You lock it in like that. Okay. And then all you have to do is crank it. Now you do it perpendicular. I'm doing it from the end, but you can see how easy it is. I mean, look at this, couple fingers, and you can operate the air system. So you don't have to do this full time. You just got to exchange the air. And this is the carbon filter, and this thing has about a shelf life of about 7 years just sitting there. And then the carbon starts to go bad, so you got to replace these things like every 7 years. And they're not cheap and they're not light. That thing weighs over about 100 pounds. It's got 60 pounds of carbon in there, and to replace them is about $4,000. So this complete air system right here is about a $9,000 air system. They're just not cheap, but it's military grade, and it's what I put in all my shelters except the very tiny ones. So anyway, so let me go outside and show you all this intellectual property from the outside. So this is the escape tunnel. I'm gonna go out on my butt so I don't bust my ass. Okay, put my foot down there. Okay, I almost busted my ass on that thing yesterday. So on this end of the shelter, this is the side that the air comes in. It's got a tamper-proof 6-inch steel air pipe. And on the end of every bunker, it's got fittings. So you got 3 2-inch fittings and 1 1.5-inch fitting. It's even that right there. It's that little flat bar. That's so the shelter will sit flat and not dig into the earth. But this has got a check valve fitting. So it's got a thread on here. So we can put a check valve. So if any condensation builds up in your air pipe, it will drain out. And everything on these shelters bolts together. So if you want to install a shelter yourself, you can. Now we're going to get down here on the smart side. So this is where the air comes out. The air is going to come out on this side. It's going to come up. It's going to go over. It's going to go down into that generator pod. But on this side, I'll show you what we have. We got 3 2-inch fittings, 1.5 inches, and 1.25 inches in case they want to add a composting toilet. That thing right there with the brass thing on the end, that is actually a check valve. So if you do a decontamination shower, it will take the water and it will let the water out, but it won't let water in. And I even have one of these over here in case there's a diesel fuel. I'm not taking any chances. If you have a diesel leak, the diesel will just run out of that room. So that's there to let diesel out of the room in case there's a spill. So this is the outside of the generator pod room. So the air is going to come in here. The air is going to go out there. There's a check valve because this is the only pipe that's going to be sticking up above ground. So that's got a check valve in case somebody tries to pour water or gasoline to get you out of the bunker. This has a check valve that will let the gas or water out, but it won't let groundwater back up. And this is the exhaust. So the exhaust is going to come out, and this is a 4-inch pipe, and then it's going to step up to a 6-inch pipe. And at the very top, it will have a little, it'll have an exhaust vent, kind of like a 18-wheeler exhaust. And then these valves here, these are for the electrical. We put 2 on each side, not knowing which side the guy might want to run his electrical to. So if we don't know, we just put more than what we need. So there's 2 on each side. And this is what the bunker looks like above ground. And of course, they'll have the entrance pipe coming out there. You'll have the escape tunnel down there. And that's pretty much it. So guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna show you another one that's under construction, and then we'll end this video. I'm gonna walk down to this one that's under construction, but this is kind of like what they look like when we get started. Here's one that's being built out inside. But all these are sold, and we're slowly but surely getting these out of here. But I'm gonna take you down to one that is got a generator pod just being started, so you see what it looks like. Okay, so here's one that's very similar to the one I was just in. And this is how it starts off. The generator pod has a structural angle iron underneath the floor. Okay, so it'll support that fuel tank and the generator and the battery. And this is a 34 and the other one was a 33. So that's it, guys. That's kind of like one started up there and then you got to see one finished. So guys, I hope you enjoy my video. Here's Ron to close out the video. So guys, I hope you enjoy that video. So that was an Atlas 10 by 33 culvert with a generator pod. We kind of put that generator pod on about half of the bunkers we do, but I've never shown it before because I got a lot of thought and intellectual property in that generator pod, and I just didn't want to show people how to do it or give out some of my trade secrets. But guys, I'm deciding that, you know, there's two types of people in the world: those who change your world and those who go get it done. And really, I'm not going to affect the people who are going to build their own bunker, but the people who are going to have a bunker built, they're going to come to me, so it's not going to really affect me. But I just want you to have faith in that I make a good shelter, and I'm doing everything I can to make it safe to protect your family. So guys, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, and I hope you are, because we cover all kinds of things from bomb shelters to survival gear, guns and knives, bug out vehicles, as you're going to see in upcoming videos. So make sure you tune in. But guys, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that little ding ding bell, the notification bell that lets you know when my videos come in. But guys, as always, I love you. See you on the next video.